Moments from now, you're going to meet a trader and mentor who's called some of the biggest stock market moves in recent history. His name is Tim Bowen, and in 2018, he famously called Tesla at less than $63. And people who listened to him had the chance to see the stock soar as much as 20 times in value. A year later, he identified Plug Power at $2.98, NEO at just $1.80, and Fuel Cell Energy at just 31 cents per share. All three of those stocks went on to deliver mind-blowing moves of as much as 2,433%, 3,489%, and 9,396%. And just last year, he told people about Novavax before that stock exploded as much as 4,431%. As amazing as these calls were, there were many others too. But tonight, we're not here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about the future. And that's because during this exclusive broadcast, Tim Bowen is going to give you a glimpse at what your future could look like with his brand new trading strategy. It's something he calls 24-hour rockets. With this strategy, he has averaged almost 100% peak gains per day. That's every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. An average of nearly double the money. And that's just in his first month. Tonight, for the first time ever, Tim Bowen has agreed to open up this track record to show you how gains like this could be possible. He's also going to reveal how he's been able to find these moves, so that come tomorrow, you could have a chance to trade these 24-hour rockets too. Get ready and put away all distractions. Here's your host, millionaire mentor and trader, Tim Sykes.
Hey, Tim Sykes here, and welcome to the 24-Hour Rocket Trading Summit. We're going to be joined by my good friend, veteran trader Tim Bowen, in just a moment. But first, I want you to think about what's at stake here. Imagine it's 9:30 a.m., the stock market is just open, and you know by the end of the day, this 24-hour rocket strategy could literally double your money. The mainstream financial media would lead you to believe that this is impossible. And yet, this strategy has already averaged almost 100% peak gains per day in just its first month. That's why I asked Tim Bowen to be here tonight. Because if we learn during tonight's broadcast that those results hold true, then everyone should learn how to trade this strategy right now. Bowen is actually convinced tomorrow's opportunities to trade these 24-hour rockets could be huge. So make sure you stick around to see how to make those trades too. Plus, Bowen also is going to give away the name and the ticker of a stock he says is ready for takeoff. This is not one of his 24-hour rocket plays, but he says that this stock is so explosive, he simply doesn't want anyone watching tonight to miss out. If it's anything like those other stocks he told people about, stocks like Tesla at $63, Plug Power at $2.98, NEO at $1.80, or Fuel Cell Energy at just 31 cents per share, this opportunity could be the biggest play of the year. And tonight he's going to give away the name and ticker of that explosive stock to everyone watching for free. And we're going to get to all of that in just a bit. But first, I want to welcome my friend and colleague, Tim Bowen. Bowen, it's great to see you here. Thank you so much for being here tonight. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Tim. Thanks again for having me here. I got to say, you couldn't have picked a better time to hold this summit because I don't want anyone missing out on trading these 24-hour rocket stocks tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's why we're here tonight. But let me just start off by saying this. I'm always skeptical anytime someone tells me about a brand new trading strategy that's amazing, right? And I know you've had some incredible results to show everyone, which we'll get to in just a moment. But I have to ask, how the heck has your 24-hour rocket strategy averaged nearly 100% peak gains per day for an entire month? I mean, that sounds impossible.
You're right. It does sound crazy, doesn't it? And just to be clear, I'm not saying it's possible to double your money every day, because that's impossible. But I'm going to show everyone watching tonight that in just its first month, what I've seen with this 24-hour rocket strategy has been nothing short of astounding. If you include all of our winners and losers, we averaged 98% in peak gains per day. That's Monday through Friday, practically doubling your money per day on average. And I'm going to show everyone our track record in just a moment.
That's absolutely insane, and I can't wait to see your proof. But to average those kinds of peak gains over a full month, I mean, that sounds like what? You're using options or leverage? Does your 24-hour rocket strategy involve using any type of options?
No, this has nothing to do with options. Those are risky trades for most people. Instead, what we're doing is taking advantage of a new kind of stock trading strategy. And Tim, you're going to love this. The data shows this strategy is just as safe as the trades you're making.
No way, really?
Yeah, I know you're very risk averse with the way you trade. That's why you're still here 20 years later.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for 2 decades now. I started with roughly $12,000 and, I've turned it into over $7 million. But you're right, I don't like a lot of risk. I take less risks now. And that's because I've seen the other side of this. And I have to tell you, losing money sucks.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to lose money. And that's what makes this strategy such a breakthrough. I mean, the reason I call it the 24-hour rocket strategy is because this strategy has been proven to double your money in just one day. But here's the thing. We're not making these moves with any extra unnecessary risk. In fact, over our first month, we saw winning days 77% of the time.
That's roughly the same win rate that I have on a per trade basis. Of course, I'm trading, with a much larger account. So getting a 10% move, using $100,000 worth of capital, I mean, that's 10 grand for me. And I donate all of my trading profits to charity, but that's a nice chunk of profits. But since your strategy has averaged close to 100% peak gains per day in its first month, I mean, it sounds like this is perfect for people with, all different account sizes, big or small. So I really can't wait for you to show everyone how you're doing this.
For sure. And remember, like I said, that's just our average. We've had lots of winning days with more than 100%. Unfortunately, most traders are just missing out on these big moves. So when people see how this 24-hour rocket strategy works, they're going to realize what a huge advantage this is.
So this isn't as easy as looking for the previous day's biggest gainers each morning.
No, not at all. If you ask most traders, maybe even someone as good as you, I doubt you'd be able to find all these moves.
Really? I mean, maybe we can prove that today. I'm looking forward to that. But in fact, we're actually about to go through your track record, which is the perfect opportunity to see if this claim holds up. And seeing as we haven't been on the air like this together in a while, why don't, we make things interesting?
Well, I'm in. What do you have in mind?
If you can prove to me that your strategy would have made me a significant amount of extra money, I'll give everyone watching the chance to claim a free gift worth at least $800. And just to be clear, this is in addition to the free gift that Tim Bowen will be sharing with everyone in a little bit. The name of that stock that he believes is ready for takeoff.
Wow, are you sure you really want to do that? I'm pretty confident in this strategy. I've seen the results, and I know they're pretty good.
Yes, I'm sure. Either way, the folks at home are going to get rewarded big time.
Well, I appreciate that. That makes these things a whole lot more interesting. And I know everyone who took the time to join us appreciates you putting your money on the line like that.
Yeah, I mean, this is something I don't normally do. I mean, I do donate all my trading profits to charity, but I don't usually offer thousands of people a free $800 gift during a broadcast. But now that I've got some skin in the game, I'm even more excited. And I can't wait to see if your strategy is for real. So let's get started. I want to see some examples from your track record. Show it to me.
Let's get that calendar back up on screen again so everyone can see all our winning days. All right, let's zoom into October 20th because that was a great day for us. And this play on AHG that our 24-hour rocket strategy helped me identify had a lot to do with it. That's because we found AHG before it exploded like a rocket from $10.80 to as much as $19.49. And while most people probably had no idea how to find this move, anyone who was following our 24-hour rocket strategy could have seen AHG soar as much as 80% in one day. Pretty quick chance to turn $5,000 into as much as $9,000 in just one day.
Okay, that's a solid move there. 80% is great, but just hang on for a second because we were just talking about this strategy averaging close to 100% peak gains per day. But it sounds like you only found 80% on October 20th.
Not so fast. That was just what we saw from one move. We also found another stock, PHCF, before shares jumped 38%. And another stock, SESN, before those shares jumped 19%. In fact, we ended the day with total peak gains of 140%.
Wow, I'm impressed. You actually crushed your daily average. But, is this just taking your winners into consideration?
No, that 140% includes our losers too. We had a few small losers. We lost 4% on PROG, 3% on BBIG, and 7% on ATIP. But the beauty of this strategy is that the sheer amount of upside we're seeing has the potential to wash out the negative plays and still leave us with triple-digit peak gains like the 140% we had here. That's almost 2.5 times your money in one day.
That's awesome, and I gotta say, I'm intrigued, man. Show us some more examples, please.
Sure. All right, so the next day I want to talk about was November 1st. And just so everyone can see where we're picking these winning days from, let's get that calendar back up here on the screen again. So I picked November 1st because that's when our 24-hour rocket strategy helped me identify a move in BTTX. Right after we found it at $13.89, the stock launched all the way to as much as $29.40. Take a look. And while most people probably missed this move, anyone who was following my 24-hour rocket strategy could have seen BTTX blast up by as much as 112% in one day. $5,000 into that move becomes as much as $10,600 in just one day.
So 112% worth of peak gains is awesome. I mean, that's another really nice winning day.
Well, hang on. I'm not done yet. We also found a 17% move on ABVC, a 14% move on FCEL, and another 14% move on OCGN. Also, another 14% move on CSCW.
Okay, I'll just stop you there because it sounds like this play was just one of many. So what was your total peak gains this time, including any potential losers?
That day we had 152%. Another day where we had a chance to make 2.5 times our money.
Wow, what a track record. I gotta admit, I'm impressed. This calendar just seems to be getting better and better. The winning days just keep on coming. I'm starting to regret the bet that we made, but people deserve to see this. Folks, you're seeing the same data that I am, okay? If you had any skepticism at this point, you might as well just push all of that aside and be open to learning this new strategy. I mean, Tim Bowen is convinced tomorrow's 24-hour rockets could take off big. So stay tuned because you won't want to miss how to play these moves. And that's coming up later, along with the name of this free stock ticker that everyone needs to hear. Just imagine being one of the people that Bowen told about Tesla at 63. I mean, it's gone up 20 times your money. This is crazy.
Yep, I love Tesla. I can't promise this with the next Tesla, but I can't see how you couldn't own a stake of this company. You'll have your chance later when I share the name and ticker with everyone.
Okay, that will all be coming up in just a bit, but for now, let's get back to business. So we've seen 2 of your winning days, and amazingly enough, you've shown us close to 300% in total peak gains, nearly 150% per day. Okay, it feels like seeing another big money day from your track record is inevitable. So I can't wait to see what's coming next. Let's check out another trading day example, please.
Absolutely. We're going to fast forward another week to talk about what happened on November 8th. This was another winning day I want to show everyone. And again, let's just get that calendar up on the screen so everyone can see where I'm pulling these days from. So on November 8th, our 24-hour rocket strategy identified to play on PPSI. We found the stock at $6.38, and then boom, PPSI shot out of a cannon, blasting as high as $12.44. And while most people probably missed this move, anyone who followed my 24-hour rocket strategy could have seen PPSI explode by as much as 95% in one day. Another chance to turn $5,000 into $9,750 in just one day.
I mean, that's truly remarkable. And based on what you've shown us so far, I'm guessing that was hardly the only move that you found.
You're right. That was just one opportunity to trade these 24-hour rockets. You won't believe this, but we actually found 17 different opportunities that day, and 16 of them were winners.
Hold on. So you're telling me that this strategy went 16 for 17 in one day? That's what, like a 94% hit rate? That is insane.
Yeah, we had a near perfect win rate that day, and people who were following me were handsomely rewarded. We're talking about peak gains here of 188%.
Holy crap. That's nearly 3 times your money in just one day.
Now you're seeing it. That's why I was so confident when you asked me if I really was convinced tomorrow's moves could be huge. Because I've already seen these 24-hour rockets double so many times for a month. Everyone here just saw 3 winning days with peak gains of 140%, 152%, and 188%.
So what you're showing us is truly incredible. Let me be clear about that. But here's another question I have for you. If there are really so many of these big winners, why aren't more people able to take advantage of these big moves?
Well, look, we both know how many of these OTC stocks are on the market. I think it's something like 12,000 stocks that are trading now every day. Just the sheer volume of stocks out there makes it virtually impossible to find these trades without using my strategy. I hate cliches, but when you're talking about 1 in 12,000, it's literally a needle in the proverbial haystack. Here's the other thing too. We aren't finding these opportunities midday or late day. At 9:30 a.m., we've already armed with our list of stocks that we want to target. And as I'm going to show you everyone shortly, identifying these stocks is the easy part of my strategy. My 24-hour rocket strategy helps us automatically eliminate 99% of those 12,000 stocks. But as you can imagine, when you're not spending your time looking through all these stocks, just think about how much extra time you have as a trader. I mean, you know me. I have 2 kids, a wife, a house, a lot of hobbies. I didn't become a self-sufficient trader just to have to put in awful long hours. And you know better than anyone, Tim, the beauty of being self-sufficient is that it gives you the freedom to do what you want when you want to do it.
Right. That's what I love about trading. It's not just about the money. I mean, one week I could be in the Amalfi Coast in Italy, like I was with my students this summer, and the next I could be anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, exactly. For me, this lifestyle means I can spend more time with my son going hunting, fishing, boating, building houses, paintball with my kids, you name it, I'm always doing it.
It's amazing how learning strategies to become a self-sufficient trader can truly change your life. And I know that more than 66,000 people follow you on social media, and your strategies are used by countless others all over the world. I actually have some testimonials from people who follow your work that I'd like to quickly share, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure, let's see it.
And keep in mind, these people probably haven't even had the chance to trade this amazing 24-hour rocket strategy, and still their notes are awesome. Okay, the first one reads, "Tim, you are the GOAT for us small traders trying to get into this game." Another says, "You were right again, thank you." And finally, Bill writes in, "This week alone, with your advice and training, I have doubled my small portfolio."
Wow, always great to hear from my followers.
I bet you'll have a lot more testimonials coming your way soon enough. Folks, if you're just thinking about what Tim Bowen's brand new 24-hour rocket strategy could do for you, there's even more reason to get excited, because he says that these plays are locked and loaded specifically for tomorrow. And during this special event, you're going to have a chance to see how to take advantage of these trades if you choose. Plus, everyone watching is also going to get this extremely urgent free bonus opportunity. So please stick around, because you won't want to miss Tim Bowen revealing the name and the ticker of this stock, that is for sure. Who knows how high this stock could go, and Tim Bowen has a reputation for alerting people to very hot stocks before they explode. Like stocks like Fuel Cell that went up a mind-blowing 9,396% after Tim Bowen told people about it. That is a move of nearly 100 times in value. And when he told people about it, the stock was just at 31 cents. So can you imagine ignoring that opportunity? So again, you don't want to miss getting the name of this stock and the ticker. And best of all, Bowen is going to give away this pick for free. We're going to get to all of this just a few moments from now. But first, Bowen, I'm ready to see if I owe everyone the chance to claim their free $800 value gift tonight. So let's open up your track record again and see what happened over the full month. Could your strategy have made me lots of extra money? We're about to find out right now. Are you ready to walk everyone through the numbers?
I'm ready. And just to be clear, this track record includes all of our winners and losers. I don't want anyone to think I've just been cherry picking my best winning days. The truth is, I've actually been keeping our best data until now.
Wait, are you serious? You were keeping even better trading results in your back pocket?
You know how it goes. I didn't think people would believe me if I started out with our best winning days. I wanted to wait until now because these days are really just that good.
You're right. I do know how that goes, and there are so many fake gurus out there, so I can't blame you for doing that. And the big difference between those fake gurus and the real gurus like us comes down to one thing. We're not hiding our losers. I mean, I post all my trades on a public website for everyone to see and learn from.
Exactly. And that's why I brought all this data with me tonight.
All right, so walk us through this. Show us all of your trading days in this first month.
All right, let's do it. I went live with my 24-hour rocket strategy on October 13th. And within just that first trading week, we had winning days with peak gains of 76%, 97%, and 46%.
Okay, that's a pretty good start.
Well, the next week we did even better, seeing more winning days with peak gains of 140%, 786%, and 395%.
Hold on. Let me stop you right there, okay? You're telling me your strategy found peak gains of 786% and 395% in another day? Like, that's crazy.
Yes, I did say the results were that good.
Holy crap, dude. I mean, you weren't kidding. That is not just good. I mean, that is insanely good. How many people see the chance to make 4 times or 8 times their money in one day? And that was just over 2 trading days.
Yeah, and I'm going to show everyone our best opportunities from one of those days in a moment. Some traders have hot streaks and then cold streaks, but the week after that, we saw more winning days of 21%, 33%, and 152%.
Wow. I mean, this data is awesome. But did you have any losing days by this point? You must have had a few.
So at this point, we only had 2 losing days, and we'll get those on screen. But there were other winning days too. I didn't even mention. So let's get those on screen also.
The winners are amazing, but what I really love here is your transparency.
Well, like you, I think it's so important to be transparent about all these trades. People need to know that no one is perfect. If anyone says they have a 100% win rate, they're full of it. And of course, we've had our share of losers. Everyone does. November 5th was our worst day, and November 9th was not a great day either.
Any reason you think you saw those 2 losing days?
Nothing out of the ordinary, no, because right after that, we went back to seeing more incredible winning days. 61% on November 3rd, 70% on November 4th, 188% on November 8th.
So that's what, another 300% worth of peak gains in just 3 trading days?
Yep, so let's just fill out the rest of the calendar on screen here so we can talk about. So look, in our first trading month, which you can see on the screen here, we've seen total peak gains of 2,161%. Think about that. Most Americans would be thrilled to see their portfolio jump by 20% or even 10% a year. And yet, here we are in our first month seeing 2,161% worth of total peak gains. You average it out, that works out to be 98% per day. We had 17 winning days and only 5 losing ones. That's winning days 77% of the time.
I have to say, you know how I get, skeptical of any new trading strategy, but there's no doubting these numbers. These are just incredible.
So that's the deal. Could this strategy have made you extra money? I want to know if everyone watching gets a chance to claim their free $800 value gift.
To be honest, I can't believe this. I've had a pretty solid month. I made close to $30,000, including my winners and my losers. So at that pace, we're talking about $360,000 per year. And I think most people watching would be happy with those kinds of profits.
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't be?
But here's the thing. If I'd put just $5,000 into each of your trades, even your losers, I would have made an extra $107,834. I mean, that's an extra $100,000. That's more than 4 times my own monthly profits. And if I continued at that rate, we'd be talking about $1.6 million a year.
So hypothetically speaking, we're talking about $1.6 million in profits versus $360,000 in profits. That's insane. Think about that. If that's what this strategy could do for you, just think about what it could do for everyone watching us tonight.
Yeah, I mean, congrats, dude. After seeing that, I can see why you're so confident and excited about this strategy. You really have developed a true winner here. Now, I know I promised everyone the chance to claim their free $800 value gift, and I'm going to hold up my end of the bargain. But I don't want to steal your thunder, okay? Especially not with the name of that stock that you're going to give away coming up. So I'm going to save this for the end of the event tonight.
I appreciate that, man, and I agree with you. I'm pretty convinced this is the most explosive trading strategy I've ever used. And I've been trading for over a decade myself. But look, at the end of the day, people can decide to do what they want, right? I'm not going to tell you what to do with your trading account. But I wanted to give everyone watching the chance to learn how to trade these plays tomorrow, if they want. What you decide to do with this information is entirely up to you.
I couldn't agree more. So you've shown us the proof. I'm a believer now. I think that most people at home want to be believers too. So can you tell people a little bit more about how your 24-hour rocket strategy works? I mean, I think at this point, everyone just wants to know, how you've had these winning days with such big peak gains.
Sure, I was saving this for later, but since you asked, I won't keep you in suspense. The reason this strategy has nearly averaged double our money per day in its first month is thanks to the backbone of the 24-hour rocket strategy, a proprietary filtering algorithm. Because even though I've spent more than 14 years trading stocks, and I know what conditions to look for to find these 24-hour rockets, This strategy only works if you can scan through all 12,000 stocks every day the market is open. Of course, it's impossible for any human to be able to do that. So I worked with a team of computer programmers and software engineers to develop this proprietary filtering algorithm. Program it so that it's scanning for stocks that check at least 3 different boxes. These are 3 criteria I look for in these 24-hour rockets, that if they align, are how you can see winning days with 100% peak gains or more. Every day, this algorithm scans through millions of data points, analyzing all sorts of probabilities, until it reaches a conclusion on stocks with these 3 criteria. Now, this algorithm is proprietary and runs on trading software valued at $60 million. So I can't give away the exact parameters right here.
Can you at least tell us what this criteria is?
That I can do. Criteria number 1 is scanning for stocks with low float. Now, all that means is that we want to find stocks that won't take much buying to blast upwards. Because if people suddenly start buying shares, the lower the float, the easier it is for one of these stocks to suddenly rocket higher. The second criteria is scanning for stocks that other people are betting against.
So you're looking for short interest and short squeezes.
Yeah, very high short interest. Because of the way this algorithm works, we know that if it spits out a ticker, there's a good chance that that stock could shoot up. So if we see lots of people shorting the stock, that means it could rocket even higher if we're right. So that's the first 2, scanning for stocks with low float and short interest. And finally, criteria number 3 is volume. This is the most important one because it can accelerate the impact of what we just talked about. If the algorithm can find stocks with what it deems explosive volume, this is like jet fuel for these 24-hour rockets.
So you're just looking for low float, high short interest, high volume stocks. I mean, it can't be that simple. Are you telling me if you find stocks with these 3 simple criteria, you're going to just double your money with that upside every day?
No, of course not. Not only do you need the exact parameters this algorithm uses, but there's a lot of other criteria programmed into the algorithm too. You need all of that, and not just a simple yes or no on flow, short interest, or volume. That's why unless you can see what the algorithm shows me, you're going to keep missing out on these 24-hour rockets because you won't be able to take the 12,000 stocks in the market, eliminate 99.9% of them, boil it down to no more than 20 opportunities, figure out where to buy, and be ready to pull the trigger right around the time the market opens. That'd be impossible. This algorithm does all of that automatically, spitting out a ticker and buy price for each stock right around the market open at 9:30. It does this every day the market is open: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's how we know where to find these 24-hour rockets, and we don't have to kill ourselves every day to find these trades. Instead, all I have to do is simply look at what the algorithm shows me. That's how I find these trades.
Okay, now I'm starting to see how this strategy has averaged almost 100% in peak gains per day. And, you're just in your first month.
Exactly. And I've got another example for you. Let's talk about what happened on October 21st. Right around 9:30 a.m., I had a ticker symbol and buy price for DWAC in hand. This was generated for me automatically by the algorithm.
DWAC, I know that ticker. That's the SPAC associated with President Trump's company, right?
Yep, that's the one. And of course the algorithm was right, and boom, DWAC explodes from $13.48 at the buy price generated by the algorithm, shooting all the way up to $52. It was a huge move. The volume on DWAC that day was insane, and anyone who was following what the algorithm showed me could have seen DWAC skyrocket 286% in one day. 5,000 into that move would have ballooned into 19,300. Again, in just one day. Of course, most people didn't hear about DWAC until it was too late. Just look at this headline from Fortune. Keep in mind, they didn't post this until 4:07 p.m. that day, after the markets had already closed. They wrote, investors drive up Trump-linked SPAC by more than 350% in one day. So if you were just hearing about DWAC then, it's game over. You would have missed the entire move.
I actually remember this play pretty vividly because I saw DWAC after it had already shot up. I was late, so I went after the cheaper sympathy plays. Here's what I posted on my blog. I was upset that I missed DWAC, but I congratulated anyone who caught DWAC or the warrants DWACW. And you got a huge bounce from DWAC.
Not to make you even more upset, Tim, but the algorithm didn't just identify DWAC before it shot up as much as 286%. It also identified DWACW before that stock exploded as much as 296%, and that happened the same day. And it was just the chance to turn 5,000 in that move into as much as 19,800 in just one day.
That is insane, dude. I mean, these are enormous moves, tons of volume. So adding both of these plays together, you were talking about what, 582% worth of peak gains in that day alone.
Well, it would have been, except the algorithm identified a third Trump opportunity. The ticker was DWACU, and that was the chance to see another 277% move. Another opportunity to turn $5,000 into as much as 18,850 that very same day.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. What do you call that? That's the Trump trifecta? I mean, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. So your total peak gains that day were off the charts. I mean, the number has got to be ridiculous.
It sure was. That was our best day, and we hit 786%. That's including all winners and losers. It was the chance to make nearly 8 times your money. That was a heck of a day.
Wow, and your strategy got all those tickers, DWAC, DWACW, DWACU, with buy prices right around 9:30 a.m.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? I mean, here's another example from October 22nd. That was the day after we found DWAC. And again, by 9:30 a.m., our algorithm spit out a ticker symbol for PHUN and a buy price of $9.51. Of course, the algorithm was right again. The volume on PHUN was off the charts. So what happens next? PHUN explodes from $9.51 to over $24. And anyone who was following that, what the algorithm showed me, could have seen PHUN skyrocket by as much as 153%. 5,000 put into that move becomes as much as 12,650. Meanwhile, I bet most people only heard about PHUN after the fact. In fact, it took one leading outlet 5 days to publish this headline about the stock. Should you add shares of Funware to your portfolio? Of course, if you were only hearing about the stock then, you would have missed the entire move.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine most people probably missed that opportunity.
Sure, and by the time that headline came out, we were days into our next opportunity. Just 3 days later, on October 25th, the algorithm gave us another ticker to play. This time it was BKKT. Once again, the algorithm generated the ticker price at 9:30 a.m., spitting out a buy price of $13.91. And what do you think happened next? Boom. BKKT skyrocketed from $13.91 to over $30 a share. And anyone who was following what the algorithm showed me could have seen BKKT move by as much as 119%.
So yet another chance to more than double your money.
Yeah, but unfortunately, most people had only heard about the stock after the big move. In fact, one major news outlet didn't even write about what had happened until the next day. This is what they wrote. BAC's share price surged by 120% during Monday's trading session.
That just goes to show you how clueless the mainstream financial media is. I mean, this is exactly why being a self-sufficient trader goes such a long way. You do not need to listen to the talking heads anymore. Be self-sufficient.
Yeah, you can't rely on the media to tell you where to find these plays. I mean, this 24-hour rocket strategy is the only way I know to find these moves, and it shows in our track record. It's why in this first month, we were able to generate practically 100% peak gains per day.
And what's really impressive is how wide the net is for these plays. I mean, you're not limiting yourself to just trying to trade one kind of opportunity. I know you're looking at all sorts of things.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the strategy. Thanks to the algorithm and the 3 criteria I helped program into it, we can take advantage of the most explosive moves of the day, no matter if they're fueled by short squeezes, news catalysts, or anything else that might send people piling into a stock. And every day by 9:30 a.m., this algorithm generates a list of ticker symbols and buy prices for me.
But what happens if the market goes down? Okay, does your strategy still work then?
Absolutely. Even if the major indices like the NYSE, the NASDAQ, or the Dow start tanking, I can still use this strategy to find lots of opportunities for gains. For example, take what happened on November 10th. The market was in the red that day. Here's a headline just to refresh your memory. And while that was probably a bad day for lots of people, we still managed to find moves like 29% on RNXT, 22% on IFMK, 22% on BTB, and 17% on STRN. So people who were following what this strategy showed me could have still seen 90% in peak gains just from those 4 plays.
Wow, and that was on a day where the majority of people probably lost money.
Exactly. I'm telling you, Sykes, most people have no idea how to spot these moves. And without my 24-hour rocket strategy, they're just going to keep missing out. Because no matter what happens to the broader markets, this algorithm is running every day of the week, rain or shine. And by 9:30 a.m., it generates a list of ticker symbols and buy prices for me. Tomorrow will be no different. That's why I'm convinced tomorrow's opportunities to trade these 24-hour rockets could be huge.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that now. I mean, even if I wasn't seeing most of the plays that you found, it's pretty amazing that your strategy could have added an extra 100 grand to my trading profits. So let's get down to what I'm sure everyone at home is wondering. If people want to position themselves to trade these 24-hour rockets and to make sure they're ready to capitalize on this tomorrow, how do they go about doing that?
I'll show everyone how to get the details delivered straight to their inbox in just a moment. It'll come directly from me via email with the subject line, how to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets. Getting this email is the only way to see how to start making these trades. If you're not on the list to receive this email before tomorrow, you're gonna keep missing out.
So Bowen, how can people make sure that they're going to get this important email?
Here's the thing. As I've shown everyone tonight, what happens tomorrow is just one trading day. But every day the market is open, we're scanning the markets for more chances to trade these 24-hour rockets. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And every day I use my 24-hour rocket strategy to target as many as 20 different opportunities. Meaning we could see as many as 100 different chances to profit every single week. That's 400 a month and nearly 1,200 a year. Everyone has already seen what this is translated to into our first month. Here's the calendar we just went through. As you can imagine, with so many opportunities, we needed an entire trading service to take advantage of all these plays. And that's why when I went live with my 24-hour rocket strategy, I launched a brand new service called Tim Bowen's Daily Market Profits. This is the only place I'm sharing these setups. And the moment you join us, I'll make sure you get my email, how to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets. That means just minutes from now, you could be getting ready to position yourself for tomorrow's trades before the big move. Now, I want to be clear about something. We can't open up daily market profits to everyone who's watching tonight. It's just not possible. I'm going to say once we fill up 500 spots today, I'm going to have to shut it down. So if you want to learn how to trade these 24-hour rockets tomorrow, you must be one of the first 500 people who respond.
Well, after seeing how valuable this strategy has been in just 1 month, I mean, this makes complete sense to me. And I imagine these 500 spots are going to fill up pretty quick. I mean, this feels like a no-brainer. Now, I know everyone is waiting for your big reveal, you know, the name and the ticker of the stock that you're promising to share, and I still owe everyone the chance to claim their free $800 value gift. And I promise that's coming up in just a moment. But before we get to all of that, can you talk just a little bit more about how Tim Bowen's Daily Market Profit service is going to work?
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to let you weasel out of that gift. You lost that bet fair and square. But now that we've covered what to expect from my 24-hour rocket strategy, let's go over what happens next. This is how Daily Market Profits works. Every morning, shortly after 9:30 a.m., I'll send you a direct email straight to your inbox. This email will contain a list of 20 different profit opportunities to play these 24-hour rockets. You'll get the exact ticker symbols, plus a specific buy price that's generated by my algorithm. And you'll get this every single day the market is open, rain or shine. But as thrilling as all these profit opportunities can be, I want people to learn the ins and outs of the 24-hour rocket strategy too. That's why in each email, I'll also include a private link to our own members-only website. The website has all sorts of videos where you can learn exactly how I'm finding these trades.
That's awesome, man. You know, if you want to be a self-sufficient trader, the learning never stops. And after seeing your track record and knowing what you bring to your followers, I mean, everyone should be looking to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets. How much are you charging for daily market profits? I hope it's a lot because it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, after averaging almost 100% in peak gains per day in its first month, $10,000 a year would be pretty fair. But I'm not charging anywhere near that much for the membership. And I'll tell you why in just a moment.
Great. But first, I have another question for you. I know you're going to be sending members as many as 20 different trading opportunities per day. But what if someone doesn't have enough money to place all 20 trades?
That's a great question. Look, Daily Market Profits is unlike any other trading service out there. I think that should be obvious by now, especially when you factor in my background and our track record. But just because we send out up to 20 trading opportunities, does that mean you have to trade all of them? Of course not. In fact, if you just want to trade one opportunity every day, that's cool too. Of course, most gurus would just let you decide how to make this trade on your own. But I've gone ahead and taken things one step further. So every day, not only will you get these 20 different opportunities, but you'll also get a special daily video alert with my favorite trade. This is something I call my daily double down video alert. And in these videos, I'll tell you exactly why I'm doubling down on this one stock, plus you'll get my complete analysis. Tell me who else out there is offering everything I am and giving this kind of in-depth market analysis. Nobody. Then this is just an amazing free bonus that comes along with Tim Bowen's Daily Market Profits.
This is awesome. So to quickly recap, people who join Daily Market Profits today get the email, how to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets. They get up to 20 different trading opportunities per day. They get the daily double down video alerts. And of course, they only get that if they're going to be one of the first 500 people who respond today. But I know there's more. So what else do you got for everybody, man? Tell me.
Well, like I said, offering a training component is very important to me because I hate when I hear gurus who only offer alerts. That's why I've included something that's more than any alerts I could give any of my followers, the Daily Market Profits Masterclass. This is extremely valuable information no matter if you're a new or seasoned trader. Over the course of 7 videos, members will have a chance to learn everything you need to know how to execute my trading strategy. Look, I've stressed how time is really of the essence, but this masterclass offers you a way to hit the ground running. And while I know I could sell these videos for thousands of dollars by themselves, they won't be for sale anywhere. The only way to get this information will be as a member of my Daily Market Profits service.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing resource. People should feel lucky that you're giving this to them at no extra charge.
Look, of all people, you obviously know the value of education that I provide. And educating my members is very important to me, which is why I'm offering another bonus. I'm giving everyone who joins Daily Market Profits today the chance to schedule a one-on-one VIP coaching session with my team. As a new member, my team will reach out to you to schedule your one-on-one coaching session at your convenience. Like I said, I've gone above and beyond. This is not like any other trading service where you just get alerts and you're left to fend for yourself.
No, I love that. You know, I think education and coaching are really worth their weight in gold. So we have the email, how to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets. We have the daily double down video alerts. We have the daily market profits masterclass. We've got the one-on-one VIP coaching sessions. What else?
One more cool thing we're going to do. And as I said earlier, my whole mindset with trading is that it gives me the freedom to work hard and play hard. When I'm not trading, I like to spend my time fishing, hunting, and just hanging out outdoors. And if you're going to be part of my team, it would be awesome to hang out with you too. That's why my team and I are going to put together the first ever Bowen Wilderness Trading Retreat. We'll have a big house for everyone who can make it. We'll trade together as a group, and then we'll do something crazy. Could it be fishing? Could it be hunting, which I know you love? Could it be paintballing? I don't know yet, but I know this. It's going to be awesome. We're still working on finalizing this trip, and the time, place, and price are still to be determined. But when we figure out the details, we'll send that around. Just know, because of all the expenses, this will have to be on a first-come, first-served basis. But even if you can't join us, we're going to record the whole thing, and when we do trade together, we'll send out a live stream link for you to follow along.
I mean, that sounds cool. I don't agree with your life choices, but I'm looking forward to at least your teaching. And as you probably just noticed, the next page button is now live below this video. This button will take you to the next page where you can claim your spot as a member of Tim Bowen's Daily Market Profits. Doing so will make sure that you get your email from Bowen with the subject line, how to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets. This is the only way that you can see how to place these trades before tomorrow. And it's the only way that you're getting access to this information if you're one of the first 500 people who respond today. Now, I know we still have a few things left to cover, including the name and the ticker of the stock that Bowen is going to give away for free. Plus, I still have to tell everyone how to claim their free $800 value gift from me. And we're going to get to all of that in just a moment. But first, Bowen, I'm going to put you on the spot. Here's the big question. How much will it cost for someone to join Daily Market Profit?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about this. I mean, Tim, you've massively grown your account, but over many, many years. What would you have paid to be able to see close to double your money upside per day when you were first starting out?
I mean, I would have paid $10,000 easily. Honestly, probably even more.
Exactly. I would have too. But because of how incredible this opportunity is, I've decided not to charge that much. I don't want money to be an obstacle for people who want to take advantage of this. I'm also including a ton of stuff with my Daily Market Profits service. People are getting my email, how to trade tomorrow's 24-hour rockets, the daily double down video alerts, the Daily Market Profits Masterclass, the one-on-one VIP coaching session, the invite to Bowen's Wilderness Trading Retreat, and more.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of value.
It's a lot, and that's why Daily Market Profits retails for $3,000 per year. All things considered, I think that's an extremely fair price, but I'm not going to ask everyone watching at home tonight to pay that amount either. Instead, if you're one of the first 500 people who respond today, I'm going to slash over $1,500 off that price. That means you'll get 1 year's worth of access to Daily Market Profits for just $1,495.
Holy crap, are you serious? I mean, that is way too low. I mean, you showed us how just in a single trading day, you delivered 786% in total peak gains. I mean, that's nearly 8 times somebody's money in a single day, with the potential for people to cover the cost of membership in any given trading day. I mean, you could easily charge thousands of dollars more. I mean, you're talking about what? Giving 100 of these opportunities a week, 400 a month, 1,200 a year. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, this is crazy.
Well, that's why the price is just for today. I can't guarantee I'll stay that low tomorrow, but at that $1,495 price, you're exactly right. This service could pay for itself in a single trading day. Now, I think that's an incredible offer, one of the best offers I've ever made. But because of how explosive these 24-hour rockets can be, and because I truly want people to take advantage of these exciting opportunities, I'm going to do something to make this offer an absolute no-brainer. If you're one of the first 500 people who respond tonight, you won't just get 1 year for $1,495, you'll get 2. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to give you a second full year of my Daily Market Profits service for free. But you need to be one of the first 500 people who respond tonight.
Wow, I mean, are you kidding me? Like, you're cutting the price by over $1,500 and giving away a second year? I mean, that's an insane deal. Folks, if you want one of these 500 spots, you're really going to have to act fast, okay? So if you've heard enough and you're ready to join Tim Bowen's Daily Market Profits with this truly incredible offer, go ahead and click the next page button below. Hitting this button does not obligate you to anything. You'll just be directed to another page where you can review all of the details of this special offer. I mean, with that, Bowen, like, are you really ready to give away the name and the ticker of this stock that you promised everyone earlier?
Okay, so is everyone ready? So first off, it's a crypto play that's actually been a runner quite a few times already. So let's get to the name. I know everyone tuning in tonight has been waiting a while.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a good idea to grab a notepad or something to write this down. This is important.
Good idea. So without further ado, the name of the company is BTCS Inc. And the ticker symbol is BTCS.
I'm just going to repeat that to make sure everyone got it, okay? Bowen said the ticker symbol is BTCS.
Yeah, the reason I like this company is because they actually announced that they're going to pay a dividend in Bitcoin. So number one, paying a dividend in these types of stocks is rare, so that makes it unique right off the bat. but also it's very of the moment, very buzzwordy and cool that if you buy their stock and hold it, you get a little bit of Bitcoin. So even though it's just a penny stock, I could see this announcement making BTCS a runner.
And just to be clear, this is not one of your 24-hour rocket plays.
No, this is a longer-term play that doesn't involve the strategy. This is just an explosive opportunity that I've been watching for a while now, and I think it's just too good for people to miss.
I mean, some of these calls that you've made have been absolutely ridiculous. Do you think that this stock could be the next Tesla or the next fuel cell energy? I mean, Tesla went up 20 times after you told people about it. Fuel cell went up almost 100 times.
Yeah, I've told people about a lot of these moves. Another one of my favorites was a tiny vaccine company, Novavax. People who listened to that call at the beginning of the pandemic could have seen the stock go up by over 40 times. But to answer your question, look, I can't promise this will be the next Tesla or the next fuel cell or the next Novavax because nobody can promise that. But I do think everyone owes it to themselves to check out this company immediately because the move could be extraordinary.
I mean, this is incredible, man. Thank you for sharing this. And, if it's okay, I'm going to tell everyone watching what their free $800 value gift is right now and how people can claim it.
Go right ahead. I think now is a great time.
I was thinking about what we were talking about tonight, about the importance of education, and I decided that I want to help educate all the people who join Daily Market Profits tonight. So, if you secure one of these 500 spots and join Tim Bowen's Daily Market Profits today, I'm going to also throw in a free copy of my penny stocking framework videos, parts 1 and 2. These currently retail on my website for $397 and $497 respectively. I mean, that is well over $800 worth of useful information alone from these videos. Add that on to the value of 2 years of Daily Market Profits, you're talking about over $7,000 worth of value for just $1,495. This is a pretty amazing offer. But Bowen, I know that we're running out of time here. Do you have any last words, anything else that you want to share with everybody watching at home?
For anyone out there who's still on the fence, just think about what you want to accomplish in life. Because as a new member of Daily Market Profits, I'd love to help you get there. At just $1,495 for 2 full years of access, that works out to just $14.38 a week. In other words, for the cost of getting a pizza delivered once a week, you could start trading these explosive opportunities right now. And you're getting that full second year for free. That's as many as 2,400 profit opportunities you could get over the next 2 years. And all you have to do is be one of the first 500 people who respond tonight. You've seen the proof. You've seen how many times this strategy already delivered double your money upside in the first month. So there's no reason why tomorrow's move couldn't be huge. And there's certainly no reason why this service couldn't pay for itself in any given trading day. Look. The ball is in your court, and you have to decide if you're going to get in before tomorrow's big move, before these 24-hour rockets take off, or if you're going to keep missing out. To make sure you're one of the first 500 people who respond tonight, go ahead and click that button below. Again, hitting this button does not obligate you to anything. This will just take you to the next page. What you do next is up to you. But since you've stuck with me this far, I know you'll make the right decision.
Look, I mean, it's funny how life works. I mean, most people can just point back to one moment where one decision they made changed their entire life. Maybe it's a new career opportunity, good timing on a house, or just a smart investment. For me, it was when I taught myself to trade penny stocks because since then, I've been able to turn roughly $12,000 now into over $7 million. And I can't imagine how different my life would have been if I didn't seize that moment, if I didn't seize that opportunity. I would hate to see anyone watching right now look back on this moment with regret. So I urge you, please take full advantage of this opportunity right now. This is a truly incredible trading strategy with a track record that we just verified, in front of you. You're staring at the chance to not only trade these 24-hour rocket tomorrow, but to trade this strategy every day that the market is open for the next 2 years. That's 2,400 profit opportunities that you could get access to if you're one of the first 500 people who respond tonight. And for what? I mean, that's like $14 per week. This is a no-brainer. These 500 spots are going to be gone soon. So it's just a matter of how badly you want this. Bowen, Thank you so much for being here tonight. And everyone watching at home, do not let this opportunity pass you by. To get started with everything promised today, click the button below. You'll be able to take the next step on the next page. Tim Bowen is waiting for you on the other side. Maximize this opportunity.